right, last time. All right. Hi, I'm Imani, and this is Nkem's channel. And today we're having a Monday motivation on the college experience.
Woo! College. Okay, I'm not gonna pretend.
I was just gonna let you rock.
Thanks, Imani.
I was like, I'm
she
not
didn't
even
say me
gonna
though.
do
She
it.
just said rock because that's all I was doing. So, Imani. Okay, so you are in your second year.
Yep.
How has your college experience been thus far?
It's been.
I know that's a very loaded question.
Yeah, but I mean, it's been interesting. You know?
What has been the most interesting aspect?
I think being so far away from home.
Yeah.
And like being in an environment that I'm not used to. Like I don't know the people,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know the culture, I don't know how to drive, just a lot of things,
True.
you know? So I feel like that's been like the most interesting part, like getting to, yeah, I guess like just getting acclimated to the area and the people and like getting out of my comfort zone and not like shutting away from everything new. Like, you know?
That's smart. And then with regards to making, we're gonna jump into that a little bit later, but academically.
Okay.
How have you been able to find a groove and thrive? Like what's been motivating you to excel the way in which she is? And then how have you been able to consistently do so? Yeah,
so that's a great question actually.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, because I do definitely have a dropout form. I mean, I'm not planning on signing it,
She's
but I have it. But you know, I feel like I just always have to constantly ask myself like, why am I here?
Yeah.
I mean, I enjoy my major.
What is your major?
I'm a mathematics major. If I would have just, you know, struggled silently, I probably would have been a bio major. But we spoke up, so it's okay. We're not doing that anymore. I enjoy my major.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoy the opportunities that I've been like, you know, granted, even though I am so far away from like my normal habitat.
Yeah.
And I just always know that like, even though like I was given the privilege to like to go to college and to like to be in this area, like there's so many people back home that just can't, you know? So like it's not just like I'm getting my degree for me thing. It's like I'm getting my degree for me and my family and my community in general. So yeah, that just kind of like keeps me motivated.
Okay, and then with regards to your classes specifically, how have you been able to stay on top of that while juggling other aspects of your college experience?
You know, I like live off of my planner.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so I have a planner
Mm-hmm.
and then I also use like my calendar on my phone.
Okay.
And then I also have like a really big calendar. So like everything is reinforced 3 times. So like no matter where I go, like there's always something to remind me, like I have something to do.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, like when academics just, it comes first because at the end of the day, like, you know, at the end of the day, I came here to get a degree. I can't really do that if I don't pass my classes. And because, you know, I hate losing. I just want A's in all of my classes. But yeah, no, so like I just understand like I put academics first as much as I can. And I mean, you know, there are times where like you just have to balance your social life and your academics, and it gets really hard because like you really want to do something. You know, you want to go and have fun.
Yeah.
But you have two papers due tomorrow, and you didn't start.
So what's the priority?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And sometimes, honestly, because I feel like, okay, I feel like sometimes like people make it seem like, oh yeah, like just choose the priority, that your academic priority. And it's really hard. And sometimes I don't. So I just understanding that like I have a backup plan. Like, you know, if I do go to like said party, like at what time can I come back to make sure that I have enough time to do these papers, you know? So like always just making sure like you have,
so things are still getting met.
Exactly, making sure that you just have enough. I mean, with me it's just always like a time thing, like making sure I have enough time to do what I have to do, because I don't like to be rushed, because then I'll just stop doing it. That's too much pressure. But just making sure that I have enough time to do what I have to do, because at the end of the day, like it has to get done. So yeah.
I want to touch on what you just said. I really respect that, because for me, like you just pointed out, when I was going through college, it was very much like, oh, what's the priority? I have to finish this paper. I know it takes me forever, so I'm just not going to socialize with X, Y, and Z. I'm not going to go out. I'm not going to do this. And I feel like that played a negative role on my personal college experience, not as a whole, but in certain instances, I could have found a way to balance it a bit more. And so it's just about trying and being cognizant that it is possible. You're just going to have to figure it out. but it's nothing that's not doable. So I respect that, finding that balance between social and academics.
You know, because like, I mean, my first semester of freshman year, I was very like, because, you know, people always tell you like, just, you know, you're here to get a degree.
Yes.
I mean, and that's true.
It's ingrained.
It's not a lot. So I spent a lot of my time like in my room or like in the library trying to get work done. And when my friends were like, oh yeah, we're gonna do this, I was like, oh no, like I have work to do.
Yeah.
And then even when I didn't have work to do, I was so like, in my mind, I was just so used to being by myself and just being so isolated that I'd be like, I have a paper due. My paper's been done for a week, but it's okay. Like, you know? So like second semester and like this, like first semester, second year, like I really had to shift that narrative because it wasn't helping. Like I was just isolating myself, and I'd get like really sad because people are out here having fun, enjoying. Like when I tell you last year homecoming, I went to one event, and that was literally because I bought a ticket.
Yes.
I avoided our campus the whole, like I was taking back roads everywhere. Like I did not want to go like on our main campus at all.
Is it that you just didn't want to socialize with people, or you were nervous to socialize? What do you think?
I think it was a combination.
Yeah.
Once again, I feel like I was just so tied up in like, oh, you know, academics,
yeah.
that at that point I didn't even know how to really socialize. Like I didn't know how to socialize with people.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, that's too much. And I come from New York. Like I'm used to just being around people and you know, like just getting things done and enjoying myself. But it seemed so foreign at the time because I had like isolated myself for so long. So like second semester I was like, no, this has to change because it's either that or the dropout or the dropout form gets signed. And I can't. You know. Me too.
No, that's awesome. So you find a group. So basically planning. 2 was basically making sure that you make time for both activities, not just studying, but socializing. College is a great opportunity and space for that. You're not going to get the opportunity anywhere else. When you enter into the workforce that I'm in, it's a different sort of way in which you interact with people and create friendships. And so college, I think, is a great space to do that if you have that opportunity.
Yeah.
And what else would you say has helped your experience, or for people who are going out of state, as like you did? Any tips for them?
Well, specifically for like going out of state, just being very I would say like be open. Because like the state I'm in right now and New York are 2 very different places, and you know, I guess it's quote unquote growing on me, but like
It's still, you don't want it to grow on you.
I'm like, it's really weird because it's like I love New York. Like my heart will always just reside with New York. And you know, this place is cool, I guess. But I'm open to like new experiences. Like I know people who just, you know, they're like, oh, I plan on just going back home.
Yeah.
And you know, honestly, truly, not gonna put it past you. I might go back home. But you know, when good things happen, like I'm not gonna just be a pessimist about it and be like, oh well, we do it better where I'm from. So you know, even if we do it better where I'm from, but you know, just being open to like, you know, experiences and the whole culture. Like once again, like where I am right now, people say sir and ma'am a lot, and the first time I heard that, I was very confused. My grandma and I were both very confused because we were like, who is this ma'am you're talking to? Like, you know, like we don't say that. But I understand like it's a respect thing.
Yeah. So like,
I mean, even though I don't really say sir and ma'am, I understand like I'm open to like receiving that information and, you know, like receiving that culture. As of like you know, also like a bunch of other things. But you know, like just in terms of like going to college, yes, just being very open. Don't get caught up on those friends you have that first week or like even that first month. Maybe even that first year. Honestly, truly, be open to the whole experience. Like, you know, because you know when you first get to college, once again, especially if you're going in an environment that you're not used to or to a whole different state or wherever it may be, you're around a bunch of different people, and you know, if you close yourself off to those people that you met that first day, you miss out on a whole slew of people that could really like amplify your experience. And you know, after the first week, you might not even remember the people you met during orientation.
That's true.
I don't remember a lot of people's names, but that's just because I don't know people's names. I'm a face person, not a name person. But you know, like just be open to, you know, meeting new people. Be open to taking classes. You know, if you can cross register, at a different institution, like be open to taking a class elsewhere. Be open to possibly studying abroad. You know, be open to joining new organizations that you may not have like heard of before. Just take every possible opportunity you can get without burning yourself out.
Yeah.
But be very open to the opportunities that are coming your way because you might not get them again. I don't know if that makes sense.
No.
Okay.
Beautiful.
I was like,
that was
wow.
beautiful.
Did I answer the
couldn't have
question?
said it any better. You did. No, I think you touched on everything with regards to just. This is not to say that college is for everyone, but for those who are open and interested in it, know that your experience is going to be what you make it. So you have to get into that mindset. You have to shift gears if you're going out of state, if you're staying in state. Be open to new opportunities, new people, new adventures. And like she said, don't burn yourself out. Just take it one step at a time. You don't have to be an extrovert. But, create your circles, create your groups, and engage and interact with people. But college is a lot of fun.
It is.
I had a wonderful experience. I've been out for a while. But overall, I did enjoy my college experience. I'm grateful. It was in-state, not too far from my family. So I did see them frequently, but not, enough to say I didn't enjoy being away from them. And so I'm really appreciative of that exposure. And I'm happy that you are thriving in your second year. We're going to do a follow-up, guys, at the end. Well, maybe not the end. Maybe next year. Her junior year, her senior year. Just to see how this lovely little tulip is blossoming. I don't know if you like the tulip name, but
you're right. I just have to smile. I'm just going to smile.
But I hope you guys feel motivated to know, especially for those looking at colleges, that it can be a great time.
Most definitely. Definitely.
So any closing remarks from you?
Yeah. College isn't as scary as most people make it out to be. I know being in high school, I remember in high school, teachers were always like, and if you don't do this, your professors aren't gonna care. And I mean, you have those professors. But they just made college seem like very, very scary. But if you do what you have to do in high school, like the transition will definitely be easier. Instead of you not doing what you have to do beforehand and then, jumping into this whole new environment and not knowing how to study, how to do homework, like these basic things. But by the end of the day, like it is a growing journey. So even if you don't know this, even if you don't know it, you're gonna figure it out. Yeah. Hopefully. No. Oh, and make sure you bring like scissors and tape and stuff like that.
The basic necessities.
Yeah, I didn't bring that. And first semester I was screwed. But yeah.
So thank you guys for tuning in to today's episode of Monday Motivation with our lovely special guest. I hope you were able to soak up her words of wisdom, meditate on them, and we'll catch you next week on another episode of...
Oh, I probably should have done the drums.
No, you're fine.
My bad. Monday motivation.
Bye, guys. So you can introduce the segment if you would like.
Oh.
I don't know why I put my foot so high. Ooh, I'm so tired. Okay. I'll let you start us off.
Oh, okay. I was trying to think of words that literally had no English flowing through my head.
So it's fluent Spanish? Yoruba?
It was just air. It was literally like eclipse, the dot. That's what was going through my head. I was
loading. You were loading.
Yeah. Because I have to like load in a library of words now.
Done.
Okay. So like, what do you want me to say? Like,
We'll start out. You can say like, hey guys, welcome to Grace Channel.